There she is. And the music. Yes! The next generation comes to Star Trek. Soak in that music. Oh, I've been waiting for over a year to hear this, and you may have been waiting even longer. Yes! Hello, chickadees. I'm Lay Rooster, and you're in the hen house. Today, we're looking at the Star Trek The Next Generation coming into Star Trek Fleet Command and the start of away teams. Wanted to give a rundown on how to get started with these away teams, how to use them, and particularly if you're new to the game, just getting started, so that you can figure them out, and also look out for what some of the pitfalls are. As we get there, I'm excited to show you some of this stuff and excited to talk about this new feature. But before we get to that point, please make sure you like this video and give us a subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Also, you'll be able to follow the links down below to where I stream on Twitch all the time, every day, Pacific time, and on the weekends, and our Discord server where you can join the community and help with some feedback on the videos. We'll talk to you soon. Let's get going. It's time to talk about away teams, and away we go. You see what I did there? Is a witty pun. Tell your friends. Anyway, here we've got the away team shuttle bay buildings, and so we're going to talk about that. I've got this up on my baby account, level 14, so that we can talk about this for starter views for people who are just getting started with the away team and are newer in the game in general. And perhaps you're not sure about what you're doing with the away team, or maybe you're not even aware that this has been added, and you're just catching up, just playing the game for the first time in a few days. So let's look at some stuff. I wanted to go to some of the patch notes and the blog. Did you know there is a blog? There is. And get some information about that. So in the patch notes on the section about the away teams, you see some pictures, and we can reference these later if needed. But talk about unlocking the shuttle bay. One of the things they're talking about here, I wanted to highlight. The shuttle bay is the new building that unlocks access to the away teams feature. So kind of duh. You need a shuttle and a shuttle bay in order to be able to send your teams on away missions. All right, so that makes sense, especially from a Trek perspective. The building has two buffs that are going to upgrade the weapon damage buff to all starships, so that's pretty cool. It's going to give more damage. More damage is good, and it's not limited to PvE, PvP, or anything like that. And then a cost efficiency buff for the away team's research tree itself. Now, questions for people who are wondering about how to get this. They noted on launch day, so this already happened, but if you haven't done it yet, this should apply to you. The station research required to build the building, and also the building itself, will require a shuttle bay particle to unlock. All right, these two required particles will be freely distributed in gift chests to all players level 8. So, important to know, you don't have to buy these things. This is completely free. It should be in a gift chest that you just haven't claimed yet if you don't already have it. All right, now also look at this. This is coming in at level 8. That means you don't have to be far. You're not even having to worry about shields yet. And honestly, you're just getting started, and you get to start some away teams. So this is going to affect all the early and new game players, as well as the late game players, and everyone in between gets to do this, except levels 1 through 7. But you blow through that in like an hour or something, maybe less. It's been a while. So, but I wanted to point that out. So open the chest will give you what you need, and then you go from there. Let's look at the game now. All right, here's the shuttle bay. Mine's built up to 14. It, like all buildings, it can't go higher than the ops building. And mine, this is my Forever 14 account, and that's where it's at. So you can click on it, and once it loads, we get some of the missions. But let's talk about how you how you get further unlocking. If we go to our research trees, note one, you can't see this here. I just realized that. Let me move that. Look, away teams blocked by my picture. Here it is, and it's a new thing. We'll be looking at that. But let's get up here. So in the station area, all right, you're going to scroll over, and right here is unlock shuttle bay. Mine's max because you only have to do it once. This is where you're going to get the particle from the chest, and you're able to do this. It's pretty quick. All right, so you have to unlock it in the station tree. and then that's going to unlock the away teams section. You'll get them. Now, I know you couldn't see me hitting the button, and we're gonna pause over here. Let me move this a little. Picture is a bit in the way here. So this is the tree, the new tree for the away teams. All right, so we have the shuttlecraft and the away team landing gear. So this gives you the ability to get an extra away team, so you can have two going on, and then an away team landing gear will give you another assignment to give you some choices. Some of the things, let's look at. They are noting in here that the away team assignments can be common, uncommon, rare, and epic, with higher rarities giving greater rewards. Makes sense. The common and uncommon are free to start, while rare and epic require star chart tokens that are earned by completing less challenging away team assignments. They can take a couple hours to several days, so these things are going to really blow in. Let's see. If we look at the overview here, which you can see better once I move that for you. Oh, let's try that again. All right. So that you can see. All right. Talk about how to send them away. You get new assignments every 12 hours. It's important. All right. The people you send on the away teams, they can't be on the ships. They can't even be sitting on the ships. They won't auto move, which is a pain. So you have to pull them out of there if you know you want to use them. Also, once you assign the officer, they are not available to you until that thing is done. So if you make a mistake, you're done unless you're doing some speed ups. So be aware about that. You get new assignments every 12 hours. Pretty long, honestly. If you don't like what you're seeing, you have to wait unless you can spend for the costly refreshes. And then the resources you get will help feed the research tree. So they talk about there's a stat, stat, and the chance of success. We'll look at that. A reward multiplier, the critical chance, and the report really is just telling you what happens. This was looking at how you unlock it from the station tree and the unlocked shuttle bay that we already looked at. And then this is where we'll look at the pieces. Let's get in there and let's change my view for you so you have a little bit different view of the screen. Here we go. All right. So one of the big things I wanted to point out as doing this as a Forever 14 low-level player, when I wanted to unlock the away team landing gear, right? In order to do this, I needed certain credits. I need, and we'll bring them up now so that we can see. You can get into it from either the daily buttons, which has the daily goals and your missions, and then the away team is now here. Or you can get to it by hitting the shuttle bay itself and choosing the away teams. So just a note for all new players, you're going to want to build your shuttle bay nonstop until it's done or until it starts costing something that is cost prohibitive for you. So keep building that up because you can't do the research except at certain gated levels with the level of your shuttle bay. Now I've got 3. Normally you'll have 2 after you do that first 2 assignments or the first assignment in the research. I wanted to point this out. So you see, it shows you some of the stuff like that. If you don't know what these are, it won't tell you if you click on it. But if you click start, you're not committing to anything. So feel free to do that. And that gives you the layout. Here we can then see what we're going to get. This one is going to give us some ship XP. And if we get a critical success, so that's going to depend on whether or not it returns a critical, you're going to get some bonus Latinum. All right, so this is good. If you need ship XP and you would like some Latinum, cool. This one has a duration of 8 hours. And this one has the officer XP and Latinum as a critical success. And it also has an 8-hour thing. So you'll see it's got 3 slots. We'll go into the slotting. I saved these on for this video for you guys. But I wanted to show you this one in particular, the scientific breakthrough. This is a 12-hour one. So only get 2 officers here. What are we getting? Little medals. These are the service awards used to complete research in the away team's research tree. When I first wanted to do the second step in the research tree, I needed more of these service awards and I didn't have them. So they're important. And when I had it, I just had like the two here, the sensor analysis giving some officer and ship XP and some Latinum. I didn't have one that was giving me an option to do something different. And so that was kind of a big deal because I had to wait because it takes 12 hours for them to refresh. So I had to wait for one to show up that actually had um, the stuff, the service award pieces, so that I could then do it, collect it, and then start the research. So be aware, you may be in those. These are going to be important if you're trying to move through that research tree. There are others when you get up higher that are the star chart ones that are going to help you with rares. I don't have any rares on this account. So we'll see that. So, but just because you may want something later on, you get ones that have like ore and crystal and different options. On my main account, I have some of those. But be aware that you're going to need these. And so these are ones that you're going to want to prioritize some. In fact, I'm gonna go to look at this now. You get to assign the officers, and again, remember they can't be on ships, and they're locked out once you put them there. You can't get them for anything else unless you use the speed ups. If you have the speed ups, if you don't, they cost in the store. So um, uh, the mistakes can be costly. Now, ideally, here what we want to do um, is load it up with people at the back end that we're not using and that you're not going to miss for 12 hours or in some cases 1 or 2 days, things like that. But you want to have success. So we've got a chance of success here. We've got a reward multiplier um, that when you get over 100% gives you more rewards, and the chance of critting. Chance your officers to bring back extra rewards from their assignment. This chance value depends upon the particular assignment. So, in order to get that Latinum in this case, and well, it's really just the Latinum. Um, we're going to need that crit to run. Now, also notice right here it says key stat. This is very important because they're all going to be different, and you're going to want to look at that stat. So it's saying the key stat is health, and so you're going to want to focus on health in order to select people who are going to be successful. So we'll use the drop down, which is obscured just a little bit, and I'll choose health, and then it sorts the characters. You're probably familiar with this from doing loadouts. If not, we'll have some other videos. I have a basic video on this coming up, and we'll review. So ideally we want to pick some of these low people, right? So let's pick her at the bottom, Rucor. Gives us 74%, so lets us know. And then let's give commander data in there. So I've only got 84% chance of success. This is too low. You want to have 100, and really you probably want that crit bonus. I do have a crit bonus chance of 10%, but you're going to want to make sure you get 100% on these because otherwise you're wasting time and officers. So we can pull them out. So if we start sliding up here, and let's take Vartok. So he gives 68%, and Zara, so 84%. So that when you start seeing that, that means you're probably having to move up higher. All right, and so green guy gives us 76%. That the bald guy never gets used anywhere, so he's a great one to send away. But like Talon, no, we use her all the time. Now Gonzalez I don't use, but she only gets us to 99%. So I'm going to want to look for somebody who's just a little bit more powerful. How about Instructor Spock? He's on a ship, right? So it's not going to let us put him there. All right, and it's not letting us get rid of it. That's an annoying feature that they should fix. Okay, now we put Domitia there, and now she gets to 100%. We have a 10% chance of crit. We have no rewards multiplier. Let's see what happens for giggles if we go up here. Like Ahura, Cadet Ahura is one. Notice that the reward multiplier goes to 1.73, so that's going to boost what we get. But you're going to be without a more powerful or higher ranked officer. For one, this is giving us a reason to level up lower, less used and less useful officers just so that we can send them on away teams. Which also means it's going to cost you your ship XP and things like that. But be aware of what's going on here. So we'll put Domitia on there. And we're going to start this one. All right. Now that's a 12-hour one, so that's going. And you can hit the eyeball picture, and then you can see again what you're getting. You can hit speed up, and you'll see the special little shuttle speed ups that we have available. I don't have that many of them, and I do have a bunch of 5-minute ones, but they're going to be kind of sparse. So unless you're buying them or eventually they become more regularly assigned, I think the word is that we may get them as daily rewards at some point, but right now we're not. So be aware. I'd use them sparingly and kind of save on them. So let me do that, and you can send them all. And in 51 minutes, I'm going to get some new options. So the closer you are to your refresh, depending on what's going on, you may want to wait. And if there's something that you don't want to commit to, and you're waiting for something particular, like perhaps you need those bits that I'm talking about, these service awards, then we'll do that. So you may want to wait. But otherwise, if it's long, you're either going to skip something, or you'd have to do the refresh, which costs. So refresh costs 100 of these things, and we're not getting a lot of those right now in the events. So be aware of that. But this is an exciting new piece, and I'm excited about this. I hope you are too. Um, so that's really it about our video here. And I just wanted to point out some of my links. I'm also on Twitch streaming every day, Pacific time after work during the weekdays, and throughout the weekends in the morning and afternoon Pacific time, as well as into the evenings. So come check me out on Twitch TV at lay_rooster. And then also the Twitter is there and such. Please check out my videos. And if you like this kind of content and want to support the channel, please subscribe. It's free and it helps. Give a like and a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you liked, what kinds of videos you'd like to see in the future. That'll help as I'm doing some of the broadening out with Star Trek Fleet Command content. I also do a lot of Marvel Strike Force content, one of Scopely's other big game. So please check out the videos, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you know when I post another video. And down below, you'll find links for my Twitch, as well as links to support me, and then also the Discord, so you can join our community of helpful people, talk about the game off stream, and make sure you get any and all notifications that are cool, and get links to infographics and things like that that can help you. So thanks a lot. Have a good one, and cock-a-doodle-doo.